What's up, everybody? It is April 21st, Wednesday. So I'm actually, I just left my house, driving over this morning over to Iowa to kick off my season here. So for those that watched my last video, that was actually the youth hunt. Took my son out, pretty successful. Just an awesome time with him. And now I get to start. So my season here in Wisconsin doesn't start till next week. So I just went and bought an over-the-counter tag here in Iowa. So I'm taking a trip over there this morning. I should be getting there right around 8 o'clock or so. And I'm gonna get in the woods right away. So I've been able to pick out a few spots here on the onX map. And I'm gonna check those out right away this morning when I get over there. So really excited about getting over there, getting in the woods. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, we'll see you in the woods. Made it to the first spot. Getting geared up here to head out and see what this is all about. I've never been to Iowa, so I'm excited about being here I'm planning the next 5 days. So of course, if I happen to get one earlier than that, it'll be a little bit of a shorter trip. So at my first spot, did a little bit of scouting just via onX. I picked out a few spots that looked decent to check out first. So I'm gonna kind of explore here for a few hours and see if I can strike anything up. I just struck a bird up. Actually right kind of where I came from. So I'm going to get down in here and try to set up on him. Alright, update. He's a little further than I thought. So I'm going to sneak down. I actually called kind of up on top of this hill. And there's two of them gobbling now. One that was right here behind me. He just gobbled a different one. So I'm going to set up over here still. There's a couple of them fighting up there. Alright. I'll walk through what just happened a little bit. So, right where I was, I actually came up, plowed, or cut, I should say cut hayfield. And as I came up the hill, I hit my call, and right where I came from, one gobbled. So I actually turned around to make a move on him, and I got to the other side of that field and sat down for a minute, hit my call, and I heard him again, so it sounded like he was further away. So I got up to move in closer to him. As I was doing that, what you guys saw, right where I first struck him up across the field, one gobbled, probably 100 yards. So I sat down, turned around right away, and looked, and I could just see fans on the top of the hill, right where I just was. And I could tell that there were turkeys up there fighting. So I put my binocs up and looked at them. They looked like jakes. I couldn't really tell I couldn't see their beard at all, but just how they were acting, I'm guessing they were jakes, but they could have been toms. All I saw was some heads moving across. They did gobble a fair amount, but they ended up working their way west from me, and then they stopped gobbling. So I went back up the hill where they just were, called a few times, listened, and nothing. The one that I was going after also didn't respond. I'm not sure where he went either. So right now I'm kind of making my way around this ridge that I'm on and towards where that first gobbler was. So I'm going to make my way. There's a creek bottom down here. I'm going to go down the hill and follow that creek bottom towards where he was gobbling. So alright, give you guys a little bit of an update. So since I last checked in here, I've just been walking, gosh, the last hour and a half. It's about 10:30 now. I got to this location just before 8 o'clock. So since I had those three come in behind me in that field, I have not heard a gobble since. So just about 10 minutes ago, I did bump a hen walking, but other than that, it's been pretty slow here the rest of the morning. I'm about halfway back to the truck. I'm taking a different way back. I'm just calling as I go and really just scouting this area to see kind of where I would want to set up tomorrow if I want to set up here. So right now, just heading back to the truck. Hopefully strike something up on the way. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, yes. Perfect. Sorry I didn't get it on film here, guys. My camera, my other camera's died. All right, so here he is. So when I got up to him, he's definitely got some hooks on him. Holy cow. The unfortunate part, guys and ladies, so there's actually a growth. It looks like some sort of growth where his beard was growing, and he doesn't have a beard, unfortunately. I mean, he actually does. You look right there, a little guy, but from his just the length of his spurs, I mean, I would guess at least a three maybe 4-year-old bird. You know, he came in and all I saw was his head. He was strutting all the way in. Didn't see his beard. You know, I just knew he was a tom and pulled the trigger. But truly awesome experience. Well, guys, I honestly don't even know where to start. I guess just first and foremost, I'm just so blessed to be able to come out here. You know, I planned this trip months ago just to come out here. I've never been out here before in Iowa, and I tell you, today was it was definitely action-packed. Truly blessed to be out here. You know, I just want to thank God for just giving me this opportunity to be able to come out here and enjoy something that I love to do. This morning, you know, as you guys saw, I was on birds, you know, this morning right away when I got out of the truck within 30 minutes. There was about 2 hours in between the last time I had, you know, contact or heard a bird. And I was actually kind of making a loop here through this piece of property. Went down by the creek bed, and I saw a hen coming out. I was up a little bit, you know, above her, and all of a sudden I heard a gobble across the ridge. So I went down the ridge I was on, across the creek, and he, you know, nothing. He didn't gobble at all. So I was like, all right, it's almost noon. I'm gonna head back to the truck and check out a different spot. So I crossed the creek back over, walked up the hill that I was just on. I get to the top, you hit my slate call real quick, and this guy gobbled. He had to have gobbled within 75 yards. I sat down right away, hit the call briefly one more time, and he came right in. Looking. He came to my left, which was really thick. I'm sorry that I couldn't get it on film, guys, but he came to my left, and I couldn't get a shot. He was probably 20 yards to my left, and I really needed him to come to my right. And it was really thick to my left, and he didn't see, you know, where the hen would be calling. So he finally made his way to my right. He was within 15 yards when he poked his head up, and I drilled him. So, definitely a great experience. I mean, I planned to be out here for 5 days, and now I can head back home early. So, beautiful bird. Like I just want to say again, just truly blessed to be able to get out here in the woods and enjoy, you know, what I love to do. So I just hit the road. I'm actually heading back home tonight now. So I live about a short 4 hours from here, so it's not too bad of a drive. Gonna head back home, and I actually have a couple of buddies that have first week tags back in Wisconsin, so I may be tagging along with them over the next couple days here, just filming, but we'll see how that plays out. But just wanted to, just kind of reflect again on today, some things that I've learned. Definitely a trip where I would love to come back again and do it. I mean, like I've said already, I was planning to be out here for a few days and checking out a handful of spots that I had marked. But, you know, the first spot that I was at today was really holding birds. So like I said, I was on them. You know, I didn't get too much footage, but I was definitely on the birds, and this one that I got was by himself. You know, I didn't hear or see any other turkeys with him, so yeah, gonna head back home, kind of regroup here. I do have my tag next week back in Wisconsin, so gonna get geared up for week 2 back in Wisconsin, and I'm sure I'll see you guys then.